So my 10th grader recently came to me after all of the SAT practice that we've been doing. We've been doing the PSATs since the beginning of the school year last year. And one thing that has been kind of sticking out to him is Algebra 2. So he hasn't taken Algebra 2 yet. He's going to be taking Algebra 2 coming up soon. And he's really nervous about Algebra 2 because he's had some Algebra 2 problems come up on the PSAT. And I have found myself kind of talking him down, like, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to use the same curriculum that you have been doing so well on since the beginning of school, since, grade 3. There's not much to worry about, and everything's going to be okay. But to a kid who's looking at these problems going, this looks really hard. I don't know if I can do this. It's intimidating, right? Algebra 2 can be, just algebra in general was really intimidating to me. I was public schooled, and I remember going through algebra, and just the worst part about it was because there were like 30 to 40 students in my classroom, the teacher did not have time to work with me. And he basically said, it's on you. So I remember my mom hiring tutors. I used to go to the community college for tutoring in math, and it's still just, it was not working for me. But this is what I wish that I would have had, because I feel like I would have done so much better. So one of the things that I am reminding him of is we use teaching textbooks. And he does really, really well with teaching textbooks. Teaching textbooks teaches the math for me. So even though I did not do very well in math, I don't have to worry about teaching that to my son because it teaches it for me, which is fantastic. I'm so happy about that. And not only does it teach it for me, but I have full control. So when he has a problem, I'm able to go in through the grade book, which is on the parent end. So there's like a parent login and there's a student login. And on the parent side, I can go in and I can have full control. So I can do a couple of things, which is really neat. If he feels like he just obliterated a whole lesson and he is like, this was really bad, I need to redo it, what I can go in and do is erase the whole lesson, just like he never took it. And then he can try the whole lesson again. So he can watch the videos all over again, watch the demonstrations, do the practice, and then go back into the problems and try it again. Another thing that I can do is I can go in and take out individual problems. So if he wants to keep the problems there that he got right, we can do that, and I can just erase the problems that he got wrong, and he can go back and try it again and see if he can get that problem right, which is something that we did a lot throughout the years, because I have a kid who is a perfectionist, and he is like, no, that bugs me that I got that problem wrong. I want to see why I got it wrong and if I can get the question right. So I would see him, do it over and over and over again, which helps solidify the steps of how to do the math problem in his brain. Another really cool thing is teaching textbooks has a helpline. So if he's just doing that lesson over and over and over again, and he cannot seem to get it right, they have a phone number. And this is one of the coolest things about teaching textbooks, and I talk about it all the time because I don't think a lot of people realize that this is there. I told him, hey, if we're really having a problem, and if you cannot fix this and you just can't get it right, we're going to call the helpline. So the helpline is a really cool thing because you can actually talk to a math teacher. And we've done this with pre-calculus with my oldest son. He was really stuck in grade 12. He just could not get this one lesson. So he talked with him for a good hour on the phone, and they talked him through the entire problem and showed him exactly what he was doing wrong so he could go back and fix it and do it right. So it kind of makes me laugh a little bit because he's just so good at math, and the fact that he's nervous, that tells me a lot, because he just finished geometry, which he thought was going to be super hard too. He just finished geometry with an A, like a good solid A. And there was no reason why he should have been nervous because I knew he was going to get it. And just like that, I know he's going to get Algebra 2 as well. I'm not worried at all. But I keep reminding him, if you need more practice, we can do more practice. You know, you can, this is not public school where like you have to move with the entire class. We can slow down and we can take it one lesson at a time until you get it. You do not have to worry about moving along with everybody else. You are an individual and we get to treat you as an individual in this classroom that we have here at home. Now, one thing that I did was I did the free trial of teaching textbooks. If you want a free trial, I have a free trial for you. I will put the link down here and you can just click it and go and try it out. Like download the free trial to your computer and you and your kids can get any level of math that you want and try it out and see if you like it. Another thing that I really like is the hints, because when he's like really thinking hard and he just doesn't have it right, a lot of times teaching textbooks will give you a hint so you can get the problem right. And it's like having a little assistant right there. It's like having like a little math teacher right there. So even if you are like me and math is not your strong point, don't worry, they're right there to help. It puts my mind at ease and it's one of those things that's really hands off for me, so I don't have to worry about it too much. This gave me so much confidence as a homeschool mom because I did not have to worry about that one subject that I knew I probably could not and should not teach. So I can actually outsource this to this company and they do such a good job of teaching my kids math. And I will say both of my kids are light years ahead of me where I was in public school with math. And I'm so thankful for that because I really struggled. And because I struggled in high school math, I struggled in college math. And no matter what I did, I just could not get those higher math concepts. So And I mean, it's embarrassing to say on camera for the whole YouTube world to make fun of me, but you know, just math in general was just always really hard for me. I am more of an English major and I can write and write and write, and that's where I excel. But when it comes to math, that is where I really have a problem. So, you know, it was really hard for me when we went into homeschooling because I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm equipped for this. So if you were looking at those higher level maths like me at this point in your homeschool journey, do not fret. Try out this free trial and see if your kids take to it, because my kids took to it beautifully. We never ever had a problem with it other than pre-calculus, which I never even got to pre-calculus in public school. I don't even think my school offered it. So don't be intimidated if you are worried about high school math. Try out teaching textbooks, just see if it works for you. There is a free trial. That's what sold me on it. And going up each and every level every single year, my kids got to build on those concepts. And I love that there's like a little review in there too. So like they never really forgot last year's concepts and they just kept building upon everything that they learned each year. And I think that that was just such a great way. They've set it up really well. I'm really impressed with teaching textbooks. And that really saved me from the intimidation of homeschool in general, was math. So I am very thankful to teaching textbooks for taking that off of my hands. So if you want to try it out, the information is down below. So yeah, the whole SAT prep thing is very interesting. And that was our first like soft introduction to Algebra 2. And seeing those concepts really intimidated him. But thank God we have teaching textbooks, because I don't know if I could do that on my own. I'm very thankful that we have it. I'm very thankful to this company. And it's still one of those things that I wish I would have had in high school, because I feel like I would have done so much better with all of the math concepts in high school and in college. Teaching textbook is really designed to help your kids master these concepts. So all the information is down below for you. And that's all I have for today. I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy homeschooling.